If you've seen my garden transformation video, you'll know that this is where we began. We went from this to this over the course of about 3 years or so. Now, I was a complete novice. I didn't know what I was doing and I was pretty much learning on the job. However, over time I've developed some skills which I'd love to share with you. So if you're a complete beginner, you'd like to get a tropical garden going and you're not sure where to start, hopefully this will be a really useful video for you. Let's go. So firstly, even though my garden is small, I split it into zones so that I could focus on an area at a time. Here's a basic plan of my garden, and zone number 1 is the patio area. This is how the patio began, and this is how it looked after it was done. We had a lovely blank canvas upon which to put pots, and we left a space down the left hand side for planting. So zone number 2 is the raised bed. This is what we were working with, and I wanted it to have a different feel to the rest of the garden. So that leaves zone 3, which is the lawn border. Now this would be the area where the most planting would take place. This is what we were working with, and I knew that screening would be a priority. We were going to paint the fences, but at the same time I knew I wanted the plants to envelope us in the garden. To summarise then, splitting the garden into small sections like this made it much easier to plan. You can unify the sections by giving them a single theme, or you can make it interesting and make them all distinct. It's totally up to you, it's your canvas to plan. The next step is to source plants that are going to give you some instant impact. And palm trees are a good place to start. This is the Trachycarpus fortunei, one of the hardiest palm trees that we can grow here in the UK. And it's my kind of tree as it's low maintenance and it grows pretty quickly, so you can buy small and allow it to size up. It's evergreen, so it never loses its leaves, and it doesn't need winter protection in a cold climate either, which is another winner. Here's a little look at one of the trachys that I've got in my raised bed. Trachycarpus fortunei here. Any tropical plant grower will have this in their garden. I have a few of these. I think I have 3 altogether. I'll show them to you. And this is the largest one that I have here. It was in a pot, but I got it in the ground over the summer and it seems to be happy here. It doesn't get a lot of sun here either, but it has been pushing out some new fronds, as you can see. Another cold hardy palm for instant impact is the Trachycarpus wagnerianus, or the waggy palm. Now this palm is gorgeously exotic looking and it always looks its best for me. It's as tough as old boots and it's very much low maintenance. I actually grow mine in a pot on the patio. Now it doesn't grow as fast as the fortunei, so you may wish to buy a slightly larger specimen for instant impact, but if you are watching this in the winter when I put the video out, there are a few deals around at the moment, so shop around. And there's no winter protection needed for this one either, which is another reason why I love it. Now here's an image of my waggy in the winter. It looks absolutely gorgeous with frost all over it as well. Definitely a mainstay. Okay, so another fast growing shrub for instant impact is the Fatsia japonica. Pick any garden centre, head there as soon as you're available and you'll find one of these. Also very much low maintenance, it's happy planted in the ground or in a container. It grows at a medium rate, but with those jungly palmate evergreen leaves, there's something gorgeous to look at all year round with this plant. Now this one that I'm showing you on the screen I bought really small and it's currently in its 3rd winter with me. The last plant that I recommend for instant impact is Fargesia bamboo. Now this one is clump forming, so you don't need to worry about it running all over the garden. Also low maintenance, it's extremely hardy down to -20, so fine for my zone 9 garden. It grows pretty quickly after the 1st year. It's not too fussy about where you plant it and it's brilliant for screening, as can be seen from this gorgeous specimen. Now I do have a previous video of me unboxing some Fargesia bought on eBay, feel free to check it out. So those are the plants and trees that I would recommend as a starting point. As they're all evergreen, they're pretty much available all throughout the year. If you're buying them in the winter, I suggest you keep them in the pots, and then if you have the space, get them in the ground in spring. If you want to take your planning to the next stage, feel free to check my previous videos, planning a tropical border from scratch in 3 steps, and planning a tropical garden, the extras beyond the plants. I do hope you found this video to be helpful. It's not been hard at all getting a tropical garden going, and I hope that yours goes well. Thank you.